Biennial AM with your host, Doug Anderson.
Hey, Doug.
What the? Good morning. This is Doug Anderson for Biennial AM, Thursday, November 22nd, the last day of the ONA Biennial Convention and the morning after the big gala event. Today we look forward to a stirring speech from Linda Silas of the CFNU, and also we get to honor the ONA Board of Directors. Lots of fireworks in the morning yesterday as a panel of union leaders retaliated against the attack on unions.
I am a proud first-generation Canadian of an Estonian family. And I don't know if you know my history of Estonia, but Stalin came in the first time and took anyone with a university degree and lined them up and shot them. The second time, the Nazis came through, and anyone who had a factory or who had manufacturing, they again either killed them or they had to find a way to get out of the country for their lives and their families. This is no different in Ontario. Instead of guns, they're doing it with legislation and pens.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Wayne, today you gave a very passionate speech discussing the attack on unions and Ontarians in general. If you could take away one message to give to our members, what would it be?
We're in this together. We've got to fight for what's right. We've got to force governments to do the right thing and fix the inequality in our society.
Corporations got these tax cuts to create jobs and to spend money on research and development. And they're sitting now on $686 billion of Jim Flaherty calls dead money because they did neither of those things.
The future of the labour movement is really with the youth. And so I'd like to know, how do you engage younger members within the organisation?
We got to let them run with stuff. You know, we've got to let them sort of pick up what interests them and provide them opportunities so that they can meet others and so on and work it through themselves.
So nurses in this country are rather embattled over the last several years, and the government has really put them through a lot with a lot of changes in laws and a lot of pressures and cuts in budgets. What is the CFNU doing to help fight that?
Honestly, we're here to help the provincial unions with information and with energy too, because sometimes when you're stuck into your workplace and you don't know what's happening outside your workplace, it is refreshing and energizing to know, oh my God, the same thing is happening in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Vicki, I was hoping that you could perhaps explain to some of the newer members what your role at ONA is.
Well, the Ontario Nurses First Vice President, which is a role I currently have, is responsible for political action and professional issues, and also work closely with the provincial president and the board. But primarily my roles in political action are to support and to provide guidance to our locals when they want to embark on a political action activity, or to even go along with them and help them build their campaign. But I got involved like a lot of people do. There was a problem with my schedule, at least I thought there was, and I wanted to make it better for me, really. And so I started to talk to my union reps about it, and they said, well, this is all really interesting, but why don't you help us make a schedule?
In the early 90s, now I was still the treasurer at that time, but working as well in assisting and supporting grievances at the bargaining unit. And we had an employer who decided that our PNs could do our jobs, and that's when I really saw the power of the union. Obviously, there was a grievance. We have some real strong job protection language in our collective agreement, fortunately. And the employer actually brought us to within a month of the arbitration and withdrew.
About 10 years ago, I became very ill. I was off sick for a while and basically was left on my own. I felt had no support, did not know that my illness could have been a WSIB claim, did not know that I had a right to get a second opinion when they told me that I could not come back to work and that I had to go and see a psychiatrist because I thought it was in my head. The bottom line is I was without a paycheck for about 6 months, had to get a line of credit, and it financially did me in. I made a vow to myself after learning more about the union that I would never allow anyone else to go through what I went through.
Hello, it's Rob Vino of the Admin Services team interviewing Dan Anderson in Salon Hay here at the Royal York Hotel. Dan, you've worked with ONA now for 41 years. You've made nurses' lives better by negotiating better working conditions and contracts for them. What is it about bags that makes you so happy?
Well, I'll tell you, Rob, in the early days of ONA, I used to run the elections when we used to basically elect the regional VPs, the president-elect. It was all done at the annual meeting, and I used to be in charge of that. But when technology changed and we went to the televote, I was out of a job, and I was looking for something that I would not only find stimulating, but put me closer to the membership. And I actually found handing out bags to really be my passion. In the beginning, it was very simple. We had whatever color bag that is that the members wanted, and then as we ran out of gray or green, as the case may be, then it wasn't so hard because the choices for the members became less and less until the end when we only had white left.
Oh my God, so much to do in so little time! I'll be back in 5!
This is Banana Republic, followed by Lucky Brand, buttons at the side, no zippers, we don't do zippers in Thunder Bay, with a Banana Republic free tee underneath that helps me show off a little skin every once in a while.
They are my riding boots.
Important!
Apparently there's going to be a horse running through the Royal York tomorrow, so I wanted to be prepared for that.
The shawl is by Jones, New York.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. And the dress is by Joseph Ripkoff.
Very nice.
I'm wearing Moors.
Our Rock and Rove reporting team has been inspired by the stories we've heard from our members during this convention. And as we sign off, we'd like to leave you with our thoughts on those stories. For Biennial Convention 2012, this is Doug Anderson.
My life would be more than okay for the time I spent with you. It's like a dream come true. And if this was the last goodbye, no more tears to dry, I would say it one more time. It's been more than fine. How could I know she will remember? And how could I show? So say what you will before it's too late. Say what you will. Say what you will before it's too late. Say what you will.
Hey, listen, how long have you been hanging about here?
I've been hanging about here for a long time.
Aye? How long?
40 odd years. They put me on the boat and I sailed away.
You came out here on a boat?
I came out. No, I actually flew over. I left from Prestwick.
No, you never.
I did.
You're married, right?
I'm married. I've been married
Right.
for over 40 years.
You've got wains, I know.
I had 2 wains and I have 6 grand wains.
6 grand wains?
6 grand wains.
Must get hell of an expensive at Christmas for all the
Cam,
wains.
you have no idea.
But anyway, you know what?
Canadians are different. They're nice, but they're
I know,
different.
I know. They keep saying to me, what is he saying? You know, I speak perfect English.
We both speak perfect English.
He says
Cam.
to me, you don't speak English. I says, I speak the Queen's English. Mary Queen of Scots. There you go,
exactly.
And I must say, by the way, you're looking $1 million in that
I
dress.
am looking $1 million.
You look
I was at the bars.
You didn't have
Yeah, got a bargain. Yeah, shopping up the bars.
a few quid.
A few quid.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
just a few quid.
That's
Yeah,
not bad,
yeah.
not bad. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great.
I got a great jacket and a pair of trousers. Yes, but I decided I'd wear a dress tonight.
What colour's your trousers?
Tartan.
Anne and I, we suffer for the same linguistic problems, you know, but if anybody's interested, 5 o'clock tonight, we're putting on a Scottish as a second language course. Everybody's welcome to come, all right? See you there.
And
Cheerio.
we'll do the translation for you.
Say cheerio.
Cheerio there.
Cheerio.
Bye, Manu.